Now, I've often used the term avatars of the archetype when discussing the gods and monsters, angels and demons, those entities which most people perceive from within the narrow framework of real or not real, when in truth they're much more complex than that. Now, I'm not coming from an agnostic perspective. No, I'm not sitting on the fence. What I'm talking about is a third choice besides real or not real. Let me explain. To begin with, if you're conscious, then you exist. Some of you, though, aren't conscious. But for you that are, that's the one and only thing you can truly be certain of, the existence of your consciousness. Everything else is based on faith. The faith that you're awake and not dreaming, faith that you're not in a simulation, faith that you're sane, and so on. So if you have 100% certainty of your conscious existence, then why would you look outward for absolutes? Why put your faith in that you can't be certain of? But then again, isn't that the definition of faith? On the right-hand path, they're always looking outward, always outside themselves. But if you're on the left-hand path, why would you look outward? Think about it. If these beings, these gods and demons are able to reveal themselves, then they're able to transverse the multiverse. Thus, they're greater than you. And any one of them could very well become your master. So, what's my point? Am I saying they don't exist? No, that's not what I'm saying. They do exist. Satan and all the gods and monsters, all the angels and demons exist in the collective unconscious as avatars of the archetypes. So what do I mean by this? Ever notice the very real similarity of, let's say, Satan, Azazel, Iblis, Ahriman, Set? The reason is they're all aspects of a single archetype. And in the same way, the Hindu gods have multiple faces or avatars, the archetypes do also. Now, a major aspect of sinisterism is taking from the many different left-hand path practices throughout time and going as far back as we can possibly go in order to extract that pure gem, that truth behind it all. It's all about trying to find that purity within the practice, the working. Now, this could very well be futile, but what it also is a metaphor of going down deep to find the core aspect of the self in order to find truth. Because consciousness is certainty, so a better understanding of consciousness is the path to truth. All else is ephemeral. So some see the collective unconscious like it's a data bank that anyone can and does extract info from, whether they realize it or not. But I see it as being a bit more complex than that. Metaphorically, look at it as a vast, limitless ocean. And the surface of that ocean is objective reality. And on the surface are laws that no matter how hard you try, they can't be broken. And you are a ship on that surface of that objective reality. But what's going on under the surface? What's living down there? The archetypes. And they're alive and they're sending out their avatars, which swim from ship to ship. Now, the deck of your ship is your ego, your conscious self, while the hull is your personal unconscious, filled with cargo you've tossed in from wherever you've sailed. But there's a stowaway on your boat, and it knows the contents of the hull. Jung called this the shadow, but we in the sect, we call it our personal demon. These demons are avatars of the shadow archetype, which are personal to us. And one should want to get to know their demon. My demon is called Soter, a being revealed to me in a dream. Now, that's the difference between us and the right-hand path. We don't shun these beings. These personal demons are our guides. They help us sort out all the items in our personal unconscious. They keep track of the inventory, those things we've blindly tossed into the hull. They have become, with work and understanding, the conduits to our subconscious. So, in conclusion, as I've said before, the gods and monsters, angels and demons exist, but their existence is much more complicated than whether they're a part of our objective reality or not. That's not what's important. They're entities from the subjective depths of the collective unconscious, and by getting to know them leads to an expansion of consciousness. That's what's important.